Feeling good, buddy?
Feeling great.
We're feeling good. What up, guys? Episode 173. My buddy's finally back in town. Chris Cub, you're a fucking superstar now, eh?
Yeah, if you say so.
Fucking dude, your stories looked like you were, dude. It was you living your best life. JonJones. This guy has been, for the past 6 weeks, on tour with Don Toliver. Going all across the fucking country, even to Canada. We're about to hear it all. He's got some crazy stories. Super excited for this pod. How's it feel to be back, first off?
Amazing, man. I missed Arizona.
Yeah.
Honestly, I missed you guys for sure. But yeah, tour life was fucking crazy. It was fun, but definitely missed AZ too.
I bet it was loud, and then you come home and it's quiet.
Yeah, it's actually kind of comforting though, bro. It's crazy.
Bet.
It was a loud, fast life for a good while there.
Uh-huh.
But now it's nice to have some peace, get some training in today, you know?
Right back into the routine.
Yeah.
Tim, I hope you watch this pod, bud, because, and JonJones, if you're new, Chris has been on before. My boy is basically freaking hot rod, stunt double, who, what's his name? Evil Knievel.
Hell yeah. Evil Knievel. Daredevil.
Living
Daredevil.
in the flesh.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah, my boy does motorcycles in the globe, and it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
First off, how did you get the opportunity to be able to go on tour with Don Toliver? How did that start out?
So first off, shout out to my boy Johnny Obando.
Mm-hmm.
He's the leader of the Globe of Death Squad.
Mm-hmm.
He was the guy that contacted me about coming and riding for the show, and a lot more developed from that because initially I was just going to be riding, but yeah, more things came from that. We'll get into all that stuff, but yeah, he called me up. He's like, hey, I have this really cool opportunity for you. I think you're like the perfect person for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, sure. What's up? Like, what is it? I didn't know what it was, but I was like down for it because I know he knows me. So I figured it would be something cool. And it turned out it was Don Toliver. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I already listened to his music before. You know what I mean? And that album had come out like
In June?
Yeah, in June, something like that. It had come out earlier.
Or something like that.
Yeah, when it came out, I was posting stories with the songs from the album.
Mm-hmm.
And like tagging Global Death Squad too because I just thought it was a perfect album for what we do. You know what I mean? And then turns out they kind of thought the same thing and they hit us up or hit Johnny up, and then he hit me up, and that's how we got it.
Someone hit up someone, get this boy on the Suicide Boys tour because Suicide Boys.
Great day.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Suicide
Great
Boys
day,
need some shit
2025,
like
I'm
that.
down.
You know what I mean?
That'll be wild.
Something like that at a Suicide Boys tour.
Yeah.
That'd be
sure.
crazy because they put on some wild shows too.
Yeah.
Dude, Don Toliver.
Yeah, man.
The show, sadly, I couldn't go with the boys. It was a little too late, but I do appreciate you trying to get me a ticket for the show.
Yeah, it would have been awesome, but I understand, you know.
I was so happy the guys got to go.
Yeah, it was awesome. They were the first people that like I got to have come over to the show and watch it and all that stuff, so it was really
There's
cool.
explosions. There's shit going on.
Yeah, it's a fucking crazy show. Like, I know a lot of people know Don Toliver for like his more like slower like R&B like.
Bro, it's
girls
a
love his
vibe.
music, man. It's a vibe. He's got a lot of music
Call me
like
girl.
that.
Uh-huh.
But his last album, Heartstone Psycho, is more like rock influence
And
and
it's
everything.
so fire.
And they do like a whole show for it. It's like a Molly Crew fucking pyro fireworks
lit.
type shit. It's crazy. It's a fun show.
And his music is such a vibe. It's such a like club vibe. We could be in Sean's shed jamming that shit with his lights, and it would be so sick.
Yeah, and he would have like after parties and stuff like that too, where it was
Bro.
more intimate. And then his music still works there, bro, because he's got a pretty diverse catalog.
Imagine like a party at Sean's and you're in the back acre somewhere just doing fucking motorcycles.
Dude, I'm down for it. I've kind of like imagined it already a couple times, so it'd be pretty cool.
Those guys own 10 acres. It's like, shit, we can fucking do something.
Or even like a party for like Red Hawk, like outside of
Yeah.
Red Hawk, make it like a big thing, like a fucking carnival type deal.
Dude.
That would be tight. Yeah.
That would be sick. Even for like the kids too. They get some like games for the kids to play.
Like a carnival type.
And then we can all do the sand cornhole.
Food out there or that
barbecue.
Oh
my God. Come on, Tim and Sean, if you're listening.
Yep. Listen, I'm down.
Damn.
That'd be sick.
So what was the start date of this tour? When did it start?
October 10th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, October 10th sounds right.
What was the first city you guys went to?
I showed up in Vancouver. That was the first stop.
Damn.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Mm-hmm. What were you? Okay, so you've never done anything like this huge, right?
Nah. So I've done like different tours. I've been on the road for months on end, like on circuses and stuff like that. But I never done like a concert tour. It's like a whole different like thing. Like,
Yeah.
we're used to having to be the ones driving and all that stuff and like
Uh-huh.
drinking a whole bunch of caffeine, but now we were like on tour buses and stuff. And,
Damn. So in a way, this was really nice for you.
oh yeah. Yeah, it had its challenges for its own different reasons because it's also more like a machine. Everybody is working like on top of each other, so pretty much you have to like work together to get the show ready in time for a show in a big arena every time.
And
like,
you guys have to build the globe yourselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
We build it and tear it down. Yep.
Damn. So how many times? So like in your circus days, how many times were you doing that a week? Up and down, up and down.
Honestly, like there was weeks where we did it like 6 days a week.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and we drove in between. A lot of us did.
That's like Sean having to set up the cage before he goes and fights.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
would be crazy.
Yeah, when we get to perform, that's when we can like chill out and do our thing. Like,
Right.
that's when it's relaxing. Like our moment to shine, pretty much, is then, and then it's back to the work. You know.
So you've had some big moments,
Yeah.
and it's cool because you did some circus stuff not too long ago, and it was cool watching you walk down the line of people giving them high fives because they love you.
Oh yeah, that was in the Cayman Islands. That
You're
was
in-
right before the tour.
You're an entertainer, bro.
Yeah. I like to.
Katoosh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, legit.
Yeah, man.
You're
It's fun.
like, bro, this just added to your resume so well.
Yeah.
Like, what doors can open from this could really be huge.
Yeah, man. And honestly, we'll get into it, but I met so many people from it, and like so many.
A lot of
like,
opportunities.
oh yeah, a lot of just opportunities for maybe not just the motorcycles itself, but just life. You know, like
Dude.
what we do, like content type deals. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Like there's a lot of connections from that. I met Banks, dude. That was fucking awesome. He was dope as fuck.
Dude, I was high the other day, and I'm sure someone made this quote up, but I'm high, and I'm thinking about shit, and then I was like, I put it on my Instagram. I was like, opportunities create moments. Moments create opportunities. I was like, full circle. I'm sure it's already been. I didn't look it
Yeah.
up because I just want to believe I did in that
Yeah.
moment and have that for myself,
Yeah.
you know?
It's real.
But, dude, it's so real.
It's real as fuck, and it's like it's also a part of like you putting your energy into something and just having like you know, you manifest things.
Yeah.
Like, if you want something, eventually, if you're putting enough energy into it, that energy is gonna get paid back to you in some way. And that's kind of like what happened on this tour, bro. All the stops meant something for different reasons, and then it just came like full circle, no pun intended, with the club. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, no joke. It was really cool. Everyone, like, there was a lot of people at the gym asking about you.
Yeah.
Dude, what's Cris doing? I had no idea he was doing this. I had no idea he did that.
That's crazy.
It's cool, dude.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
I've never been like a big, like even like at the shows themselves, I've never been like, oh, I'm the guy that does a motorcycle or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it's because you're passionate about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you love to do it.
Yeah.
So you're just worried about getting it done.
Yeah, I let me doing it speak for itself. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Like if people like it or they learn about it, that's cool. But you know, I'm not like big on like letting it be known right off the bat. You know what I mean?
And you're probably worried, you've crashed, where you fall or some such. So you're focusing on making sure you don't crash, making sure you perform.
Yep.
A lot of other things keeping your mind busy, I'm sure.
For sure. But you get comfortable in that chaos a little bit.
Oh my God. Yeah, even Tim was asking about you.
Yeah. Shout out.
You got to go on his pod.
For sure. Shout out Tim and you guys all giving me a shout on the confidential pod. That was really cool. Like I was setting up in Boston, which was crazy because the day before I was at the TD Garden. I posted that video of me being like, Sean O'Malley outside the stadium again. And like the next day I heard the confidential pod and you guys were shouting me out. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro,
In
I was at the
Boston?
gym. I'm like, that's my roommate. I'm like, that's my roommate.
Hell yeah.
That's him. He's him.
When I got you the merch, I was like, man, I need the triple X for my boy.
The shirt's so fire.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it, bro.
Low key, I'm on a Don Toliver thing right now because of you.
Hell yeah.
It's
Happy to
fire.
see it.
It's like a hole I never went down, a rabbit hole I never went down.
Yeah,
Music.
it was like his first like arena tour, and people were going crazy for him. He got a lot of good reviews, and there's a lot more shit coming up on the horizon pretty soon. So
With him?
yeah. I think there's more things coming up. I can't say exactly what it is, but we're gonna be rolling very loudly
Oh.
in Miami.
Oh.
Possibly, hopefully,
Dude.
if everything goes well.
I've never been to one of those, but I've always wanted to be at one of those. One day it'll
Yeah.
happen.
Maybe soon.
Yeah.
Maybe soon. Shout out, maybe BOP Kosher.
Dude, it just sucks how many music artists we lost in that fucking 3 years. Like
Yeah.
what, 2015, 18?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
19
crazy.
maybe.
I thought about that a lot during the tour too, because Ski Mask, the Slum God, was there, and DJ Scheme is his DJ, and he used to DJ for XXX and Juice World. So they played their songs pretty much every night, bro. And I would get so emotional about it because, dude, that music fucking used to hit.
Yep.
Like And it still does. Like they
It's-
play it, and everybody in that arena would know the fucking songs. It's crazy.
It's sad when we lose like artists tragically because they had so much more to give probably.
Yeah, yeah. But it's also crazy, like to hear like them know that it was coming too. Like
Oh.
you could hear it in the music. Like it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But R.I.P. to all the greats.
Oh yeah.
They left a legacy with their music.
So let's get back to your feelings. This is your first time going on a freaking stage in front of how many people?
Man, some of them were like at least close to 15.
Really?
Like some, like the biggest ones were close to 15.
That's
like that.
crazy.
Yeah, dude. The arenas
Packed.
out. We went to Montreal, which was probably the furthest I was from like here, Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Montreal, and that whole, like it was where the Canadians play, the Montreal Canadiens, the hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
The whole fucking arena was open. Like sometimes they leave like certain sections closed off. No, they opened up the whole building for that show. And like during the show, they were doing the ole, 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 dude, those chants, and it was fucking insane. It felt like the loudest shit I've ever heard.
And you feel that energy that the crowd gives?
Oh, fuck yeah.
And so it's just every night, same feeling.
100%. Like I'm in the crowd too, bro. Like during the shows, like during ski, I would get in the mosh pits and shit. Like I was in the crowds pretty much every night.
Oh my God, guys, we would see videos. Dude, it had to have seen like Don Toliver noticed you 100% all the time because you're up there dancing, and even people from the crowd, you'd see people in the crowd holding their phones up at you.
Yeah.
Because you're just going hard. You got your helmet on. You're going
Yeah.
hard. I'm like, damn, my boy is performing, bro.
Yeah, no joke.
You felt it.
Yeah, for sure. It's because, like I said, I listened to the music beforehand. Like I liked the songs beforehand, and it just worked out that way. So like I already knew everything.
It gets you moving.
Yeah, like, and especially you see the people feeding off of your energy.
Oh
Like,
my God.
It's a two-way street. You feed off their energy, they feed off yours, and it's just like.
Were you nervous at all for the
Nah.
first time?
Nah,
No?
Well, okay, so we'll go back to Phoenix. The first place where I actually worked was in Phoenix because I got there straight to Vancouver. Johnny and Jonathan, they were both working in LA, like rehearsing and doing all that stuff. So they already knew what to do. So they were already ready in Vancouver. So they rode in Vancouver, Seattle, and San Francisco.
Okay.
And then we came to Phoenix. And then I finally got a chance to practice and all that stuff because I really wanted to ride here in Phoenix. So that's where Drakkar, Mike, Brock,
Brendan. I think Shannon maybe went. Maybe.
Yeah.
Shannon
Shannon went. Georgie from the gym.
When they came home, they were buzzing. They were like, dude, that show was so fucking cool. It was so cool seeing Cris do his thing. He's fucking killing it.
Yeah, it was awesome. And
surreal, dude.
And like, yeah, going back to what you said, like after that show, I think is when like Don like noticed it like the first time, and like he was always complimentary as fuck. He called me a rock star a couple times.
That's sick.
Yeah, for sure. And like, hopefully we got more stuff coming up, and we can keep it going for sure.
You will, dude.
Yeah.
Dude. People don't know at the gym. The reason why they're all asking so much is because, like you said, guys, this dude is the most chill, nicest human being in the world. It's fun watching you punch things because I just know how sweet you are. But that's a lot. Most of those fighters.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like most of the fighters at the gym are the nicest people, and then I get to watch them go play like they're big bad guys.
I like to think it's because they know they can get out whatever, that those demons or that bad energy when
Right.
they're training, when they're doing their thing. You know what I mean? And
It's just
they
cool.
can focus their energy on that, and then whenever they're not doing that shit, they can be sweet and stuff.
It's humbling
Yeah, definitely humbling.
because they just didn't know that you did that shit. You don't brag about it.
No,
They do now though, baby.
it's pretty dope.
I know. Now it's like, dude, let's see where you can go, where you can get.
Well, it's crazy because on the last pod, I don't mean to interrupt, but
No,
on the
This
last
is your
pod,
episode, man. This is your episode.
on the last pod, like I had said, like you asked me, what do you want to do with it and everything. I was like, I want to do movies, I want to do concerts and all that stuff, and then eventually like little opportunities for things like that. There is movie opportunities, but that's a whole different conversation. But
I want it.
the concert movie, the concert thing fucking happened right away. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that just came into fruition. There was not even a thought of that back when we did that pod. So like, it's funny the way things work out and God's plan and everything. It's awesome.
Good things happen to good people.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Yeah, I try to
Stay
be.
golden, pony.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's perfect, bro. Like I've had my struggles. I've had where.
You're 40. You're going, I'm fucking sick of this shit. I've been doing this shit for fucking. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I still love it, bro. But like, it's not like I'm like always positive. Like there's times where I've been in my low moments, and I think because of me going through those low moments, like in the past couple years or whatever, like I've been able to take whatever positive has come from that. Whatever.
Sorry about that, Jobins. We got some
Texas
trees getting
Chainsaw
here.
Massacre going on.
God
outside.
damn it. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But yeah, I've been able to learn from those shitty moments and just grow from that and take the positive. And I notice now when you give good energy to people or good energy to things, like most of the time you're only going to get good energy back. It's when you
100p.
and it's when you go about things like in a shady way or in a fucked up way, or where you're double crossing people, don't worry, that eventually will come back to you. Maybe not right away, but things won't be completely right the way you want it off of shit like that, because it just doesn't work. Whoever it is controlling things, whoever it is that you believe in, is not going to allow it, because one day you will pay for those things. And I've learned that.
Karma.
I've learned that the hard way and the best way, and I'm still kicking now, so I'm just going to run with it and continue to be the way I've been, because it's led me to some amazing things, and meeting you, dude.
Me and you.
Yeah, man.
Fuck me. Fuck you. You're the fucking lifter.
Thanks, bro.
You're the spirit lifter. You are a, especially for someone who's crazy, because you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When something bad happens to me, guys, I always sit at one point and self-reflect and go, okay, what have I done? Was I mean to Brendan? What happened? You know what I mean? Because I believe in karma.
Yeah, 100%.
I believe in karma.
Usually, I'll know right away what it was. I'll be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I fucked this person. Or I fucked
I was
this
mean.
over. Yeah.
Yep. I said something wrong. Not well.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's just what I do.
Yeah, it's fair. And that's because you realize the patterns of things. Because honestly, life is a lot of just patterns. Like, you start to see like the signs, or like certain things happen when you go about things in a bad way or in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to watch those patterns. And if you see what the good patterns are, just run with those. Don't go down the fucking bad patterns.
100%.
That's very easy to do, like when you're on tour.
The demons?
The demons.
Boy.
The degen.
Forgive me, Lord, for my sins,
Yeah.
for my devilish
Yeah.
sins.
Sorry.
Hey,
much,
man.
But we're
You
still
know,
here. We're still kicking.
Life is an experience. Life is a fast experience. And I wish we knew when we were kids how fast it goes.
Yeah.
So that's why, you take it in, like right now, dude, after your tour, I'd be like, damn, I definitely would have took it in, like, sitting in your room. I bet you did.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah. My room's a mess right now, but I'll get to it here soon.
I know, but like taking in the moment of the present, you know?
Yeah, just being back.
Bro, that's where it's like, I've been really reading a lot, because it's like when you're thinking about the past, you're depressed. When you think about the future, you're anxious. It's about being present.
Right.
And it's just so hard to do, especially with like so many distractions.
Yeah.
Even with me creating like a distraction for my viewers, you know what I mean? Like taking in a moment is a skill.
Yeah. And
taking in the moment,
Yeah. You got to be able to be in the moment or enjoy the things that are making you happy at the time, because those things usually are the ones that feel like they're barely around.
Right?
Yeah. When bad things are around, you think, I've been like this forever. I've been in this shit forever. You're making it more than what it is right there. You just have to try and focus more on the positive, because that'll overthrow the good if you really look at it for long enough, or you think about it for long enough.
Me and Brendan were talking about Bo Burnham, and he was talking good about how like we're all so glued to our phones that like we're not living in the moment, and like then we're videotaping the moment.
Right.
So it's like we're living in the past tense of watching ourselves in the moment.
Right.
You know? And that's really something I've been like, dude, when I make vlogs,
right,
like instead of, or what you see people at concerts and they're videotaping, it's like, man. But then here we are, we feel good when we go back and look at that photo and go, oh yeah, look at what I did.
Well, it's like me when I was just on this tour right now. Like, I was kind of just living in the moment more than I thought I would. Like, usually I like to record things, be able to, because I want to keep making vlogs and all that stuff. So I do take a lot of videos and stuff, but like when it was time for the show, like I was just really enjoying a lot of the moment.
That's good.
And just the energy and stuff like that. And I would notice all the other people like just recording everything. You know, I'm like, it's cool, you know what I mean? I understand it, but like I also see like the other side now where like it's
you got to balance.
Yeah, you got to balance it. You got to be there. And like I knew I was going to be at all the shows, so maybe that's why, but it's still like I still was just taking in everything.
I'm trying to get good at like recording, right? But knowing how the angle is, right? And then just enjoying.
Yeah.
That way, when whoever, like, it's a natural, but I'm also still enjoying it.
100%.
Instead of sitting there going,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to balance it out.
Sometimes I find myself, I'm going.
Yeah, when we get older, we're going to be happy that we have some of that here, and then we're going to be happy that we have some of that in that little device that we have.
Right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
100%.
Okay, so back on this. In all, how many states did you go to?
Dude, I know we did 24 stops.
Oh my God.
So states, I feel like we did about like
24 stops in in 6 weeks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many 24? 4?
Yeah. So states, I want to say like 20 or something like that. There was a couple states we did together, like Dallas and Houston. All Austin was all Texas. Yeah.
So basically, you're in the city. Next day's traveling to the next city.
Yeah. Some days we had sometimes we had a couple of days off to get to the next city. Some days we had one day off. Some days we were going like back to back to back.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. And what was even wilder was that like even when we had like time off or
Mhm.
whatever, we were still choosing to like party and shit most of the time instead of taking the break and like napping it off.
Bro, to them that's like their job.
Yeah.
So then the off time is party.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like the bus that we were staying on is bus 6, or we ended up calling it Club 6, like 6IXXX, because by the end of the tour, that was the bus that was the most fucking entertaining. Like everybody on that bus had like something going on. We would like be able to bring people over and just hang out there at the bus, and everybody was cool with it. It was the best fucking bus to be on. So like, yeah, shout out bus 6. Everybody on bus 6.
So what time would the shows usually end? Like 11?
Like 11, and like at the beginning, it took a little while to tear things down, but like once we got like 2 weeks in, we started like having that shit like a machine. So we were tearing that shit down.
So by the time it's tore down and you're back to the bus,
it could be like 12, 20, something like that.
And then how late would you guys stay up partying?
It depends, because like there was after parties pretty much in every town. So like it just depended on us. Like if we wanted to, we could be at
4
places.
or 5ers.
Sometimes some cities were just 2 a.m. Those are the lame ones.
And then you're sleeping on the bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we're going back to the bus and partying at the bus, and then until we gotta leave, and then while we're driving, we'll be sleeping, I guess.
Yeah.
Trying to, because even like sleeping on the bus isn't really sleeping, because it's like shaking. You're on the road. Your body like mentally knows that.
No wonder you went to a coma when you came back home.
Oh yeah, dude. I slept for like 15 hours.
Shaved a little bit of your life down.
A little bit.
Worth it.
It was crazy. Yeah. The demons.
Yeah. So give me some people you met while you were on tour.
Oh man. Well, it was really cool having the boys over, like I said, for Phoenix. Right after Phoenix, we went to LA.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you want to get into the LA story?
Well, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I want all the juice.
Okay.
We can go in order. If you want to, if you can recap your whole entire thing, go for it.
All right.
Because I'm down for it all.
Well, like I said, it was cool seeing Mike, cool seeing Drakkar, cool seeing the boys, Brock and Brendan, Georgie, everybody in Phoenix, right? But right after that, we went to LA. And like everybody had said, like, don't even ask for tickets, because we could get guest lists for people. That was really cool. We could get like VIP and people to come in. When it was Brock and Brendan, I couldn't do it yet, but like eventually they let us like bring in people and all that stuff. So it was really cool. Anyways, they told us like in LA, don't even try asking for tickets or nothing. It's like a big city, so like we all kind of expected it was gonna be crazy, and plus it's LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the concert starts. We start seeing a bunch of guests, like rappers, bro, and everybody's just hanging out like in the back, like nothing, like YG, Ty Dolla $ign, a whole bunch of fucking people just hanging out in the back, and we're all like in the same spot, right?
You're in the rap world like we would be sometimes in the UFC world.
Yeah,
Wow.
like in the rap world, and like I'm like teenage Chris, like he would be flipping the fuck out right
Yeah.
now. But I'm trying to act cool, you know what I mean? You know, I'm here working, so I'm chilling. Anyways, so the show starts going, and Don, like out of all the shows that he did, I think LA was the one where he had like the most guests. So,
Really?
Yeah. So
Think it was his favorite?
I don't know if it was his favorite. Like I said, Montreal was fucking crazy. I know he had to have loved Montreal. Houston is his hometown, so I'm sure he loved Houston. Dallas was actually crazy. Shout out hometown Dallas. Everybody that came there, my mama. But anyways, yeah. So LA, he brought out a bunch of people, and his first guest was Nav. You know Nav, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So he brought out Nav. They sung Lemonade, and
That's fire.
It was cool as fuck. I said what's up to Nav. He was cool. Roddy Ricch, he brought out Next.
Okay.
The box, that was fucking insane in LA. He said what's up. We were hanging out. Mike Malak's buddy Kifa is his manager, I think.
Oh, whoa.
And Banks was there. So we were all hanging out like right there on the side, like before Roddy Ricch went up, and then
the
Roddy
connections.
Ricch, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about Mike on the last time. He shouted, it's crazy. The connections are wild. But
yeah.
Anyway, and it was I think it was Banks' birthday that day, so he had just seen Mike. And like, yeah, they were all celebrating.
And Banks is tall, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a tall ass motherfucker.
Is he taller than me, or as tall?
I think it's as tall. Yeah, like you guys are probably about the same height, something like that. Yeah, I was like, holy shit, I'm taking a picture with Schmitty again. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, he's someone
he's a tall dude.
We need a Netflix show about Banks.
Yeah,
and all the face
he's killing it right now. All the face stuff right now, it's wild. He had one of his face boys was there too. I just can't remember who it was. But anyways, yeah. So he brings out Roddy Ricch, sick. He brings out Yeet. next. Everybody loses their fucking mind for you. He comes out to I Don't Give a Fuck, his song with Drake.
Mm-hmm.
The whole arena fucking loses it, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, who the fuck else is he gonna bring out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go backstage, we get changed or whatever. Me and my buddy Johnny Obando, the guy who leads the team, we're walking backstage. And like we're like right behind the stage. There's like a big like screen right here, and we're like the back of the arena, right? So we're walking to our position, which is on the other side. And then there's this guy like just dancing, like kind of like dancing, but low key kind of like
being to himself.
I don't know, like maybe tweaking a little bit, like kind of just doing a little bit of
like
a little shaky dance, maybe. Yeah, like I was like, okay,
hey.
Yeah, one of those things.
Hey.
Yep, exactly, one of those things. So I'm like, all right, dude, do your thing, bro. So I'm like, so me and Johnny continue walking, right? Mm-hmm. And we get closer, and like he kind of makes eye contact with me. He's got like these glasses on, like a backwards hat, and like a flame outfit. It's kind of
Post Malone.
So I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like vibing out. And then he looks at me, he makes eye contact with me, and then he kind of goes up to dap me up, right?
This is Post Malone.
So he goes up, he calls up, dap me up. I dap him up like this. Like that, and he doesn't let go of my hand. He just holds on to my hand. He looks me right in the eyes.
Was it Diddy?
He looks me right in the eyes. Hold on. He looks me right in the eyes, and I look at him. I'm like, oh shit, you're. And he just smiles at me, and he lets go of my hand, and he keeps vibing out.
It's Post Malone.
I look at my friend, and we both go, was that fucking Justin Bieber? And I'm like,
JP.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then somebody else comes walking up, Nacho. He comes walking up to. He's like,
I held your hand that held JB's hand.
Yep, just like
that. And I held your hand.
Yeah, the same.
So I've held JB's hand.
Basically, so. So fucking Nacho comes. He's like, don't worry, guys. I'm getting security right now. We're kicking him out. I'm like, you're gonna kick out fucking Justin Bieber? And he's like, wait,
that's a Justin Bieber imposer. Get the fuck out.
He's like, that was Justin Bieber? I'm like, dude, yeah. I'm like 80% sure that was Justin Bieber. And then our music hits. So
did you see his tattoos or something? Like, what made you think it was JB? Did he?
The hair. He didn't take the shades off. The hair and like the way he was dressed up. Like afterwards, I was like, oh, that was a Justin Bieber fit. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's how he dresses now. So our music hits and we have to run up stage and do the Globe. So we go, we do the Globe. Fucking LA crowd's crazy. We come off stage, and as we're coming off stage, that same motherfucker's going on stage, and it's fucking Justin Bieber.
Confirmed
stamped, doing his song that he has with Don Toliver.
Damn.
Private Landing, yeah. It's crazy.
He was vibing with you.
Yeah, dude. It was insane because I didn't realize it until like he fucking did that shit. And
that's probably why he held on to you. Maybe he's like, hey, this motherfucker
has no idea. No fucking idea. And like, he must get a fucking trip out of doing that shit to people because I'm sure it wasn't his first time. But yeah, JB.
Was he tall?
No.
How'd he smell?
I didn't really smell him, but
I'm kidding.
But
it's for the viewers.
Yeah. Justin Bieber.
Damn, that's why he pointed at me with the P Diddy thing.
Yep.
I was thinking it's Post Malone, man.
Because I was like, it's good to see him like vibing out like that. I guess he's not like feeling upset. But honestly, he went on stage. He wasn't really singing. He was doing that dance you were just doing right now.
Really, JB gets down like that. Yeah, he was doing the one.
He was doing that shit.
He was doing that. Yeah. We were dancing to Don Toliver before we started the pod. Get the vibes right.
Yeah, for sure. And that's like the most loud I heard the crowd get was pretty much for Justin Bieber.
Well, yeah, JB.
Yeah, girls were
the living Michael Jackson right now,
losing their fucking minds. Yeah. But yeah, Justin Bieber. Met a whole bunch of other people. Went to Atlanta. I met Six Lack. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah.
I've seen him live.
Yeah. Met him. He was cool as fuck. He was super supportive. He liked the motorcycles and everything. And then in that same show, Tyler, the Creator, was watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And like I talked to him for a
little.
And
he had just dropped, I think, his album while you were on.
Chromacopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. He was in town because he was doing the listening parties or whatever, and he did one in Atlanta.
That's cool.
So yeah, I talked to them for a little bit, like just like regular. Like I said, I didn't mention the motorcycle thing or whatever. So I went on the stage. It was the same side that they were on, and he kind of looked at me and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
He's like, saw
Tyler,
me.
the Creator.
Yeah, he saw me on the motorcycle. He's like, "Oh shit, you're the one that does like that pretty much vibe." And then
that'd be cool to meet him. Dude. Yeah, I like him.
I went in and did the motorcycle shit after. He's like, "That was the dopest shit ever." And I'm like, dude, you guys are the fucking dopest shit ever. Because he was with Taco, one of the guys. Yeah. So they were cool as fuck. Tyler, the Creator, was really cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, I just met so many different people randomly, bro. It was Chance the Rapper in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper was really cool. I just told him like about the 3 album, how awesome it was for me, and Acid Rap, and yeah, he was really nice. He seemed like he was more to himself, but his girl didn't seem like she wanted him to take a picture, but he was like, no, yeah, come on, it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
so he was cool. Yeah. Sullivan King.
Maybe she was mad about something.
Yeah.
Maybe he just pissed her off, and then now you're coming up going, oh my God, and she's going,
He ain't that cool. No, he's cool as fuck. Chance the Rapper's awesome.
I know.
But yeah, Sullivan King, which is a really cool DJ that like is rock influence. He came to a show, like just a bunch of people, bro. I don't want to keep like name dropping and shit like that. But
well, then all right, give me how about one of the craziest stories, like one of the craziest nights?
Oh man.
Did anything crazy happen?
Okay.
Did you witness anything crazy?
Yeah. Okay.
That you were like, whoa, didn't expect this.
Well, we worked in Austin, Texas, and we went to the Yellow Rose.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's the Yellow? Is that a club?
That's a strip club.
Oh.
And a gentleman's club.
A gentleman's club?
A gentleman's club.
Yep. You were a gentleman.
Yeah, of course. And it's also like the main gentleman's club for Kill Tony in Austin.
Oh.
So
how cool is that?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. I've always heard about it, like the promo, but I never got to go there. Like when I did the HEB show, the New Year's show where I did Kill Tony, like they gave me like Yellow Rose dollars. So I always wanted to go back there at some point. So
damn.
Like I said, a lot of the stops on the tour like meant something for different reasons, right?
They kind of hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure. So yeah,
That's
I went
cool.
there. The girl, the ring card girl, her name's Heidi. Like everybody loves her now. She's super famous because of it. Like she's like big, like in the Kill Tony world. She was working that night, and I got to talk to her because the HEB Arena show was her first show too.
You told her that you were on the show before, didn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, of course. And then like I told her what we were doing in town, and she thought it was awesome. And yeah, I met a few people there that night, and it was cool. Some of the girls came to the show the next day. Yeah, it was wild. So that night was kind of like the first time the whole bus got together. So we just kind of balled out there, and yeah, it was a good time.
Dude, what if like full circle?
Many influences.
Well, who? What if one day it like full circled, right? And like, who knows? Kill Tony did some live crazy shit like that for a show.
Yeah.
And then you were doing the globe during his thing.
It'd be wild. Yeah.
Like if he just did something crazy different.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. But yeah, just that night itself just got a little wild. We all just kind of like finally realized we were all kind of like degens in a way. So we just kind of got along that way. And,
I'm sure, dude.
And then the rest of the tour was just a bunch of nights like that. Like sometimes we'd be able to go to the after parties. Like a lot of times I was running into like friends that I knew from towns because I'm pretty well traveled. So like I was going back to towns that I've been to before. And
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I knew people there. So like they could come to the show. Like yeah, I went close to Springfield, Missouri. I went to St. Louis.
Yeah, which I was happy about. And what you said about St. Louis was really cool.
Yeah, man, they were one of the top cities for sure. They had a great time. They were second to last. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like the more the tour went on, the better the shows got. And
really?
Like St. Louis and Denver were the last two, and they closed it out pretty fucking great. Yeah.
I've been to so many events in St. Louis, dude, and like I don't know. I feel like everyone's vibing. Everyone is like there with each other type shit.
There's certain cities that want to like represent and be like, hey, we're happy you came here. Like we're gonna make sure that you like enjoy us or something like that.
Yeah.
And like St. Louis was one of those cities for sure.
I always would feel, even Post Malone. He goes to St. Louis all the time.
Yeah.
He loves us.
We went to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh randomly was one of the most rowdy cities. Like Pittsburgh, like Mosh Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
like,
dude, Suicide Boys.
Yeah, insane.
I'm pretty sure from Pittsburgh. No, they're from right?
No, they're from Louisiana, right?
Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure.
Who
am I thinking? Mac Miller.
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. I butchered that.
No, you're good.
Mac Miller.
Dude, I was blasting Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa because they're both from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I saw Jace.
Wiz Khalifa. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Jace the Ace there too.
Oh, you got to see Jace?
Yeah, I got to see Jace.
Dude.
Fucking shout out Jace the Ace. He was really cool. He came to the show. He brought some friends.
Still waiting for the day he comes and visit us.
Yeah, we got to get him out here.
One day.
Yeah.
We'll get this guy on the pod.
Yeah, for sure. But he was awesome. It was cool seeing him there. And then, like, yeah, Pittsburgh was just a rowdy crowd. I was with them up in the stands, like, having fun with Jace and them. But, yeah, it was cool. It was cool seeing him there.
St. Louis represents, baby.
Yeah, shout out St. Louis.
Yeah, even on a stupid game in St. Louis Cardinals, the whole fucking stadium's filled.
Yeah. Yeah.
We sell out, baby.
Busch Stadium. Shout out Busch Stadium. Been to a few games there.
Where did he perform in St. Louis?
Chaffetz Arena.
Chaffetz?
It's St. Louis University.
Okay.
Chaffetz, yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends that went there.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah. It's funny how it all connects, dude.
Oh, literally?
We went to Boston, like all that shit. It's great.
You were like 40 minutes north, I think, of where I live. So
it's wild.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, randomly, I was born in Virginia, and we worked in like 20 minutes from where I was fucking born, like actually born, the hospital. So that was crazy, too.
And your mom going?
Yeah, my mom went to the show in Dallas. That was really cool.
I bet.
We were singing. So there's a ski song called "So High,"
Uh-huh.
and I've listened to that song many times. You know, getting high. And my mom came to the show, and we were like vibing out to that song. So it was like a full circle moment because she doesn't like that. She doesn't like any of that stuff. So me singing it with her and us just having like a little moment was really cool. So yeah, shout out my mama.
I wonder how that felt. She was probably so happy seeing you perform, doing your thing.
Yeah, she was really happy to see me. She's
That's
always happy just to see me. She doesn't like seeing me perform. Like, she doesn't like seeing me ride.
Well, yeah,
like,
you can get hurt.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous thing.
She's not a big fan of it, but yeah.
That was one thing, dude, that hit me. When Sean took me to go see Russ, we were standing right next to his mom for the whole show.
It's crazy.
And it made me think of Sean's mom, and then I'm seeing Russ's mom. And it's like your mom.
Yeah.
Like, they all three, when they see their kids perform, have completely different experiences.
Yeah, that's true. Because like Russ, it's like he's performing, he's getting to do his art.
Yeah.
There's not like a danger in that.
And I'm sure she's nervous in her own way of like, oh, I want my baby to do good or some kind of little shit. But like, she's not standing there nervous about him getting hurt. Whereas like Sean's mom can she's going through a full fucking panic.
Yeah, that's
sometimes.
the most dangerous shit. Like a lot of shit can go wrong there. But my mom freaks out about the globe in that way too. Like,
my baby.
Yeah, she doesn't want some bad shit to happen to me because it's happened before, folks. You never know.
Fuck yeah.
It's part of being a daredevil.
Did you go, you didn't have any crashes this whole tour?
No.
Crashless.
Nope.
That's fire.
Yeah, it was a good
That's
tour.
top G
good
shit.
Tour, yeah. And we were riding electric bikes, which we all never had done. But we fucking killed it. We worked it out. Yeah.
Did it feel different?
Yeah, a little different. It's more zippy. Like usually in a dirt bike.
With a little zing?
Yeah. Usually with a dirt bike, you're like doing like gears and clutches, so you work your way up the speed, and then like with the electric bikes you don't do that. You just kind of go like right off the bat. So it's pretty cool. It's different, but yeah, we made it work.
You were talking about movie connections. Who you connecting with potential movies? What's that about? Don't jinx anything, but just like
there's a few, man. I was kind of having some connections with that Motley Crue movie, The Dirt. There's a few things in there that I was like, oh shit, we're doing some rock star shit on this tour. Ryan Gosling and The Place Beyond the Pines, like the beginning of that. Just shit like that, man. Just a few different.
You guys robbed some banks?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
Oh, Riri. Oh, Riri.
No.
Oh, Riri.
No, not at all. No banks robbed. But we fucking stole those people's energy every show. It was crazy, man. It was a fucking fun ass time. And yeah, some lovely ladies.
Did you have to put on some black hoodies?
Oh, yeah.
This sick that this is like a crew event hoodie right here.
Oh, yeah. Shut.
So what's next for you?
Like I said, we're supposed to be doing something in Miami. You know, a big festival of sorts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. You said that. And that's in November? No,
December. Middle of December.
Middle of December.
Yeah. And then hopefully if everything goes well, maybe this tour can continue in some way too. So if everything goes well, we'll
with the Don?
Yes, sir. We'll leave it in God's hands, though.
Yeah.
Don't want to get too ahead of ourselves.
Oh,
but
yeah. No.
Hopefully that works out and that continues. Go a little further, maybe across some ponds, if you get my drift. And yeah, that's gonna be going on. Also, me and the homie Colt are gonna be doing some movie shit here soon. I still want to do movie stuff, and we got some things in the works. Let's say we're gonna be stunting on some people, and we're gonna be making some films.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm putting that out there.
Well,
so let's do that shit, Colt.
Hey, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, if you need any help, let me know.
Yeah, man. Of course,
I'm
you
down.
guys. I know you guys got your knowledge and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, making movies is something I've always wanted to do. Yeah. I admire Kevin Smith so much. He's like my hero when it comes to making movies and like what he does.
Yeah, I always just wonder like how I could fit into that world too. Just like from a young kid, you always see actors because back in the day, actors were the superstars. Yep. Actors were the daredevil. They're still like the action stars. Everybody thought it was them, but they had their stunt doubles doing it. But you know, that was the shit back in the day. So,
well, bro, now we can literally making a movie is in the palm of our hand
exactly.
now instead of needing all these things.
Yeah, and like you didn't have contact with those people. There was no way like you can like know what's going on with them. So that made them even more like mysterious and like cool. And
that's
shit.
Where it's like I get excited for AI. Like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of bad things that can happen and people fraud, all these other things. What we can make look happen. But like if you use it for creative stuff, like dude, the possibilities we could do with AI apps in our phone, Like, bro, we could literally make our own horror movie in here. It'd be fire.
Hell yeah, the way you looked in that shed yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Looked
shed,
scary.
Yeah, it looked crazy. Like at night, you like a
Right?
fucking hash slinging slasher or whatever.
Right?
From SpongeBob. Yeah.
So shit, I'd be so down to help any way I can with movies with you guys.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna try and figure it out here soon.
You struggling?
Yeah, a little bit.
Struggle's a little real.
There we go.
There you go.
But yeah, we're gonna try and figure it out here soon.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Colt got some shit in the works, and hopefully it works out. But yeah.
Did you vlog at all during this tour that you went?
Oh yeah, I vlogged a bunch. It's like I struggle with the same thing you do, Schmidt. I wish I had like a little video editor guy just following me around, helping me get this shit out. Cause
I wish
I got the content. I got all the content.
I
It's just
know.
fucking making it and editing and being satisfied with it. It's tough.
Right.
I'm an artist, so it's hard to fucking be okay. This looks good enough for me. You know?
Right. Yesterday, Sean and Tim wanted me to be on the pod, right? And I woke up with a fucking massive headache. I had to take those pain pills for my tooth getting pulled. I got my tooth pulled.
Fuck.
So I don't know if like something there, I was just getting off a sign. I don't know if I don't get headaches, but when I do, they put me down. Yeah. I woke up at 7. I was like, holy fuck. I tried sleeping it off, you know?
Yeah.
I just didn't have it. I was like, dude, boys, I'm sorry. I know you wanted me on the pod. I'm not going to be on the pod today.
It's fair.
Yeah. But then Tim, he's like, come on, Schmidt. I have my video guys come. We're going to make this video. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I felt like Sean and Sono were kind of didn't think I was going to be able to perform.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, let's see if Schmidt can do this.
Yeah.
And I love acting when it comes to acting and doing stuff. I'll do that shit all day. And I thought I killed it. Yeah. I felt like I made him laugh too.
Yeah.
Because when I make Sean laugh, it's hard to do.
Was the nut shot for real?
Oh yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, it looked like crazy.
I was trying not. I didn't want to do it. We had to put this block in between my legs.
It sounded loud as fuck,
bro.
Like,
the last time we've done nut shots before, where we used like a glove pad that you guys use for holding mitts.
Yeah.
We used that.
Yeah.
And like it took the shock and absorption.
Yeah.
Like this thing that Tim was wanting me to put was like this block thing, foamy block thing. And it didn't take the absorption at all. It just like continued it. So yeah, that was a direct kick to the nuts. And I knew it was coming too, which was the worst.
Glad you were able to recover.
He gave me some weed for it.
There you go.
I know some people are like, that's not fair. But I'm like, he didn't mean to. We were trying to make videos. I'm not going to get him back.
It was cool seeing you in Dallas, dude. I was happy to see you in my hometown.
Thanks,
yeah.
Dude, I loved Dallas.
Yeah.
I
was
so
hoping
sick.
you were okay with it. I know there's certain illegal things there, but
yeah.
I was hoping you had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, man, tour was fucking crazy. Yeah, there's just, I don't know. Did you have certain things you wanted to know about it, or like anything you want to ask, or?
Well, I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, you can ask.
Because I know that you were slaying.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few friends. Met a few lovely ladies, and
Your numbers went up dramatically.
It was just a good time. I was just hanging out with people. My number of friends has grown. My number of friends has grown.
So were they just like, oh my God, he's on stage, that's the guy. I'm like, you're incredible. You're doing that. You're motorcycle man.
Yeah, something like that. Like sometimes it was like that. Sometimes, like I said, it was people that I knew that.
Did you play the songs while performing?
I didn't. They did sometimes.
So,
which was kind of like, all right, cool.
That's fire.
That's got to be how like band people feel. You know what I mean?
How much did Don Toliver be getting? Was everyone just be getting it all?
All right, I ain't gonna put no people's out.
There we go. Okay.
So Don's a very happy family man.
So okay.
Don wasn't doing no things. You know what I mean? But the VIP section, the band
was going off.
Shout out the band. Shout out G4. Shout out Spikes. Shout out Doc. Shout out Two Fly.
Sound like my people.
Shout out all of them. They're all like
sound like my people.
Those dudes, they had it going on the whole fucking time. Like I'm a rookie, bro. I'm a rookie compared to what these dudes were pulling off. But yeah, they always had like an after party going on. There was the most beautiful women. They were in the show. Were always at these after parties. I gotta say also about Montreal. Beautiful women, bro. It's insane. Like I don't know what Canada does right over there with their women.
Free health.
Maybe it's that, but they all look gorgeous. Like there is not not a bad looking woman. Not that I would say a woman looks bad or anything like that. Like that, I'm not trying to be mean or whatever. But man, there's
levels.
Gorgeous women, and like sometimes we'd be tearing down because we got to tear down the cage, right?
Every fucking time.
We got to tear down that cage every time. So there was times where we'd be tearing down the cage, and then like while we're tearing down, all these people are walking through, bro. And sometimes it was too distracting to even continue tearing down the cage.
Did they even want to talk?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I talked to many people.
That's fine.
I don't want to put nobody. Yeah, I talked to many people. It was a good time. Like I said, made a lot of friends on the road.
Can you see why celebrities that live that kind of life go out pretty early?
Oh, 100%, man. Like I was thinking it. Like I'm not young. I'm up there. Like some of the people that were on tour are younger than me, and like just seeing how much activity they were getting in, like all the influences that they were partaking in too. Like it's obvious to see how some people can go out, you know. But everybody for the most part was fine. We were all keeping things safe. Like yeah, there was a lot of partying going around, but everybody was responsible too and taking care of shit. But yeah, it definitely got wild at times, most of the time.
Glad you were being as safe as you could.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm glad
Gotta be safe. Use protection, folks.
Did Cris ever think he would ever do something like that?
Lil Cris was losing his mind. He never thought he would be in a position like that. Like I said, like hanging out with like people and like a rap stars team and shit like that. It's just different. Like I felt at the same time though, it also felt right. Like it felt like I belonged in that kind of stuff. Like it felt like I belonged in that world. Obviously I got a little crazy, but you know, we're still here. We're still kicking. That's what matters. We made it. Like you said, you never know when you're going to be in a position like that again. So why not make the most of it? You know, why just be stagnant like most people are or are going to be? Like, why not go out there and just give it your all? And that's like, so I went there just doing the writing, but I knew the songs, like I said. So all the other stuff, like dancing, like getting hype and stuff, like that was just all me doing extra, like me just getting into the performing side of it. And they noticed that and they appreciated that, and that added more to the show. And that's like, that's just me doing my thing, you know? So that's just me feeling like I want to be, and like that working for other people at that level too is just crazy. So you can like imagine how people feel when they fight, and that same feeling happens. Like what they're practicing is coming to fruition in what they're doing, and that just means a whole fucking bunch. And yeah, just really lucky to have been in those positions. Like the partying and shit was all cool, but like also just the performing side of it was fucking dope too.
You know what moments I really treasure, and they happen. They don't happen all the time, but they happen. And you'll be kind of fucked up in your feelings, right? And you're at a party somewhere, or you're at somewhere cool where there's a lot of people, and you'll bump into somebody, and you'll just have like the deepest talk.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
Real talk.
Yeah.
And then you don't know you're never gonna see that person again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's happened to me, and like those are some of those cool, because you're fucked up, you know what I mean, but then you're like fucked up, but you're kind of sober enough to where you're having this talk, and you guys are, and it's just like, whoa, that's some real life shit.
It's one of those things that stick with you till the next day. Like,
yeah,
you might
like
forget some things, but that's gonna stick with you the next day, like for sure.
Yeah, like we were talking about some shit, like, you know, it happens.
Yeah,
those, I value those.
Yeah, 100%. I had a few of those like on the road and shit. It was pretty cool. Like Black Six Lack, he had a cool little convo with me. Like, I don't want to get like into everything, but he had a really cool convo with me, and yeah, it was cool. It was just, yeah, life changing. Like if you would have told me like in 2016, 17, like I was gonna be hanging out with him and having that conversation, and I wouldn't believe you. But it's just more of those signs, man. More of those things.
It's almost like, what is it? Because it's like, is it destiny? Is it what we are manifesting somehow? Because any little tiny decision like can create an effect or an outcome. You know, I didn't think when I asked Sean O'Malley for an autograph that all this would happen.
Yeah.
Was I super passionate about UFC and I loved I lived, breathed, and ate UFC? Yes. I saw the potential that Sean had, and I was like, holy shit, this dude's gonna be champ one day. I gotta get this motherfucker's autograph. And then I was like, holy shit, this motherfucker games. Holy shit, I can just go in there and talk to Sean.
It all kind of connected.
I'm like, holy shit, there's only 6 people in here. And then I'm going, Sean, why the fuck is there only 6 people in here? You're motherfucking gonna be the champ. You're next. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's wild.
And what I'm like, what
now
the
you
fuck?
Look at where you're at.
I know, and it's because it's like, I think I've lived so many different lives, and I want to always be living different lives, and I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it Is it a simulation? Has all this been determined?
Is it all planned out?
Is that what destination is?
Yeah, you're just getting to the next level.
And like, no matter what you're supposed to be, you will be. It's just the way you route to it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like a role-playing game,
Right?
RPG.
Sometimes I'm like, what the
Just
fuck?
got to make the right decisions so you don't end up.
Right? That's why the future, dude, is so exciting. We got a fucking big ass gold telescope out in the middle of space that's gonna capture some shit we ain't never fucking seen before. So the longer that thing's out there, the more we're gonna learn, which is cool.
Aliens.
You know what I mean?
They're coming.
And then we find shit on Earth where we're like, what the fuck is this? And then, you know what I learned about eels today?
Learn?
My God, I'm so glad we're going to talk about this,
do
Jovins. I'm glad I remembered this one.
Shout out eels.
Sorry, Brendan. Brendan, if you're watching, I'm sorry I didn't save this for our episode. This blew my mind about eels. We technically don't know where eels came from. And guess what? It's like mushrooms. It's like, I don't know. It's some kind of weird migration. They think, Jobins, that a comet landed in the ocean. Because guess where they go?
Where?
The Bermuda Triangle. The sea gross or sea gross. Some sea something sea, which is located in the Bermuda Triangle, which also makes them super hard to study. Because guess what? In a certain time of year, every eel anywhere in the world travels to the Bermuda Triangle to what? Mate. Guess what they don't have? Reproductive organs.
So how are they mating?
What the fuck?
How the fuck?
What the fuck is an eel? It's electric. What the fuck is eels?
It's just an energy source.
Bro.
That's fucking wild.
That's the shit I live for.
That's fucking
when we think we know something we don't, and like, dude, that's why I got an octopus on me. I'm about to get an eel on me. I'm gonna get a motherfucking eel on me.
I got lost in Bermuda last year. Like literally.
What is that about?
I don't know, man.
It's super dangerous. That ocean's crazy.
Yeah. People thought I was a goner, but I just got lost.
I love that. That's the shit I live for, Jobins. And then we got fucking shit getting uncovered where we're like, well, this is 5,000 years older than what we thought. You know what I mean? Like,
is it always the same time of year these eels meet up?
Yeah, when they go and hibernate.
What the fuck?
In the fucking
How do they
Bermuda
even know the concept of time?
Go look it up.
That's fucking insane.
Dude, there's so many animals and bugs and shit like that do that.
So they know when to have like breakfast, lunch, and dinner and shit.
Dude, coral. There's a certain coral. I think all coral. They spawn at the same time.
Coral.
And you can cut off a piece of coral, take it to like Arkansas, and it's going to fucking spew the same time as the one that you spewed it from in the ocean.
Well, okay. So there's like some kind of coral in the Cayman Islands.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the only places that has it. It's like little micro pieces of coral. And when you swim in the water, it fucking glows.
Yeah.
It just activates.
Yeah,
like
that's because of the shit in the water. I'm pretty sure in the water. Yeah, the bioluminescence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I swam in that shit in fucking
that's incredible.
The Cayman Islands. And I'm like,
that's something
when that shit was
do.
happening, I'm like, this is some alien shit.
That's
bro.
something I want to do.
This doesn't make sense to me. Like me floating around water and it glowing the way because of me moving it around is fucking wild.
Tim was saying how he loves his land. He never wants to leave his land. He doesn't like traveling. I'm like, bro, if I was a millionaire, me and Brendan best believe we going to be doing a travel channel.
Yeah, you got to do shit.
You know what? I would love to be me and Brendan being doing a travel channel. I'd be going to the pyramids. I'd be going to that shit.
Yeah, you have to. Japan would be fucking
the shit that makes you wonder about what the fuck the time and world is.
Yeah, there's a lot of places out there that like it's crazy. Like after experiencing them, I'm like I can't picture my life without having it.
It makes sense that organisms could be living on a meteor that lands on Earth that creates something. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like,
it's not,
there's some shit on our Earth that only makes sense because of that.
And
like,
an octopus is probably one of them.
Yeah. Jellyfish.
You know what I mean?
Jellyfish are fucking insane too.
If I blew your mind about eels, go look it up because it's pretty fucking crazy.
That Bermuda shit's insane.
It's weird, bro.
Wild.
Weird.
Wild stuff.
But yeah, glad you're back, brother.
Glad to be back, man. Sorry, I'm still recovering from all this wild ass touring. And
is there any other story that you wanted to tell that we didn't talk about that you're gonna go, man? I wish I would have told that on the pod. That I can ring before we ding and ding.
Let's see.
What does the fox say? Remember those times? Weird.
Oh, okay. So we had well, we had many like after parties and stuff, but Detroit, like that whole day was really cool.
They
like,
burned this shit down.
Yeah, man, we got wild. We went to this country bar, and then like we had some friends come back over with us to the bus, and like we were there until like 5 a.m, just playing beer pong on a Don Toliver fucking
beer pong
table.
That's pretty cool.
The first time we got to see that shit, which was really cool. And yeah, it was a whole fucking vibe. The whole, like I said, the bus was just really cool, and we just had a great fucking time. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. There's plenty of times like that. It's just hard to like.
You can't talk about it because you don't want to upset anyone. I get it. That could all be
tough.
watching.
Yeah, very much.
I get it. I don't want to.
Shout out to everybody that was on the bus 6. Shout out to everybody on the Psycho tour. Don Toliver, the people that performed Molly Santana, Mona Leo, Ski Master Slump God, DJ Scheme. Everybody was super cool on tour, and hopefully we could do some more shit in the future, and hopefully the shit that's coming up works out, and we go crazy in that too. Cause
I guess one final question I have for you is, what did it feel like while you're doing your motorcycle, while you're looping around inside your spear while he's rapping? What was that like?
Probably the coolest performing scenery that I could ever like be a part of.
Could you hear him, or were you too focused on what you were doing?
No, I could hear everything. I do a pretty good job of that when I'm riding in the cage. Like I can hear everything that's kind of going on around me. Because sometimes when you're in there with other people too, you have to be able to hear them. They might tell you something like go down or some shit like that, like stop. So you kind of hear everything. So like that, like the initial, because I did the first routine, the initial like me taking off and people realizing that I'm going around in a fucking circle in this cage. And hearing them go, ah, like that shit, like was probably the dopest shit I've ever felt. Like,
and then you went on stage with your bike.
Yeah, we were
with 15,000 people
around. Like, honestly, I even wanted to stage dive in the last fucking show, but like sometimes the crowds were like cool, and then sometimes they were like a younger crowd. That crowd in Denver, that section where I was thinking of, it just looked like a bunch of like 18-year-olds. I'm like, these motherfuckers aren't gonna catch me, bro. Like, I gotta wait for something crazy. So maybe in Miami or in that festival.
Think about how many phones you're on.
Yeah, insane.
On
right?
people's.
Yeah, like that's what's
a lot.
Yeah, it was insane having people come and like tag me and
probably
shit.
millions.
Like, yeah, a bunch for sure. Oh yeah, up there in the millions. Dude.
Yeah,
they would sell like a crazy amount of merch too. And
what's cool is I'm sure he'll probably release some kind of video of the whole tour, I imagine.
Oh yeah, there was people recording there like every night, and there was like people that were steady on the tour recording stuff. And we have so much content. I just don't want to like overload it on my stories, but we have so much content to like post. So like,
if I were you, I'd be getting posted on my YouTube.
Yeah,
I
gotta get on that.
I recorded a Texas vlog, but I was there recording for Tim, so I wanted to make sure that he had
his stuff.
And then it's like, do I even make one when all the videos pretty much I have little video. He didn't use much of the, like I have most of the fight, most of the weigh-ins. Like I could make a vlog, but it wouldn't be the best.
Yeah, you should, bro. So I gotta get back to posting my shit too, and especially after this tour, bro. There's more shit, more people that I met. I met a lot of different people in different towns, but yeah, it was just it's an insane experience. It's hard to process it all at the same time. But
Tim paid me $200 to record for that Texas fight.
That's fucking dope.
So I got to like do that, like I got to live my dream. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got to go on a trip with the boys, and I'm also working. And what am I doing? I'm making vlogs, which is what I love.
What you like to do anyways.
Fuck, man. I wish we had people following us.
Yeah.
Dude, if I could take these eyes and just project them and then be like, okay, and we could edit it, like it would be lit. And then I could do a breakdown, bro.
Yeah. I'm the same way, like especially when it comes to the tour. Like I wish I could talk about it or whatever, or you guys could just see all the shit that I got to see or be a part of and all that.
One day they will probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a book after all this shit is said and done, and that's gonna have everything. Nobody's gonna stop me.
I want to write a book one day.
Yeah, I gotta have my book. We gotta do it, bro.
Let's do it.
We're writing a book.
Glad you're back safe, JoJones.
Glad to be back.
I'll put a link on your Instagram down below into the info so they can go follow you and watch what you do.
Yeah.
See what's up next with my boy Cris. Successful Don Toliver tour.
Yep. Hopefully more things to come in the future.
Good things will happen to you, buddy.
We're going to keep manifesting.
Like we said, you're a good dude. JoJones, thanks for watching. We're going to keep getting more guests on.
Shout out, JoJones.
We'll get you back on again too, brother.
Sounds good, man. Love y'all.
Love ya.
Peace.